First things first, rest in peace, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Ahmaud Arbery, and all the other people murdered because of the color of their skin. America hates black people, but they love black culture. How can we sit back while so many people suffer? When young people are being taken from their mothers, when we keep losing the people that we want to take care of, when our own president disrespects riots but praises people for wanting a haircut, when there's only response when it's in their best interest. Until this shit gets resolved, there should be no rest. I just had to get some things off of my chest. Welcome to the Bar for Bar Weekly, where I usually don't speak this freely about things outside of hip-hop, but I just had to stop, for a second at least. Now, here's what happened this week. I'm not going to talk too much about hip-hop. There's too much else going on in the news that is more important. But since I'm on the topic of bullshit, Joey Badass's album, All American Badass, has apparently been taken down from Apple Music, which is kind of ridiculous and convenient timing for what's going on right now. Also this week, Toronto rapper Houdini was shot and killed on the 26th. This wasn't a police shooting, this was something else, but still. Late last week, Doja was found to be part of these tiny video chat rooms with a bunch of incels and white supremacists and the such. And I mean, apparently she didn't say anything or do anything in those chats, but she also made a track titled Didn't Do Nothing, which is kind of taking the satire, I guess, of like what white people think black people say when they get arrested. It really doesn't matter. No one cares. Everyone will forget about this in a year or two. Shit, probably in a couple weeks, because people's attention span is so short. Getting on to actual music news. Brockhampton apparently announced on Twitch that they're dropping an album this summer. That clip's been taken down since, so I don't know if it's actually still coming this summer or not. We'll see. But apparently it's supposed to have a lot of features, including A$AP Rocky. So that's exciting. It definitely means that it feels like they're going more towards a different sound than from obviously the Saturation series, but also Iridescence and Ginger. So maybe this is going to be a more rap-focused album. I guess we'll find out soon. Speaking of A$AP Rocky, AT.LONG.LAST.A ASAP turned 5 years old this week, and that's still probably one of my favorite A$AP Rocky albums. I just have very fond memories of it, I guess. Spent long car rides to and from Santa Cruz listening to that album. Those were different times. And I mean, really the last major bit of news I have this week is just kind of something funny. So Lupe Fiasco was on Instagram Live, and shortly after he got a DM from one of his followers who was upset that he, as well as apparently some other fans, didn't get acknowledged in the live. So Lupe does what he does best and started trolling. he went to basically he just made a song titled Pat on the Back, which uses the instrumental for Stan. And it was just funny. It's like, Lupe does not care. He's just gonna do what he wants. Like, he says, sorry, I didn't notice you, but what you mad for? I just thought it was funny because it was like, oh, Lupe Sensei, or Lupe Senpai, notice me. But, no. Alright, well, let's talk about albums. The biggest release, in my opinion, this week was Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. They dropped Alfredo. And it's so smooth. Alchemist has like 3 albums competing for Album of the Year for me right now. Like, what the hell? Also, I really like the name Alfredo because it takes Al from Alchemist and Fredo from Freddie Gibbs. So that was cool. Then we get Hard from Crooked Eye and Joel Ortiz. And that's really good too. Definitely give that a listen. I really wish there was a Royce feature on it just so we can have more of Slaughterhouse, but because we're never going to get Joe Budden on it. And then Lil Yachty dropped Lil Boat 3. I'm not going to lie, the only track I listened to was TD because it featured Rocky, Tyler, and Tierra Whack. And I really like the Tokyo Drift sample. Aside from that, Crit was here. The remastered version got onto streaming. And like I predicted, it is different from the original mixtape version. So if you want a full recap of the mixtape version, check out the podcast I did a couple weeks ago regarding Crit Was Here. But definitely still give the new tracks on there a listen to. Like, they're pretty solid. We also got albums from Medane. He dropped Cold Water. Lucky dropped a mixtape titled Almost There. And Khan dropped another album titled Blissful Awareness. That's all I got for now. Please like, comment, subscribe, and stay safe.